worst body transformations we've ever seen. From actresses to reality TV stars, some have openly admitted to their surgeries, while others are dodging the rumors like a plot twist in a Nollywood movie. But one thing is clear, some of these BBLs are so perfectly done that even skeptics are confused. Who has the best looking BBL in the game? Click on the like button as we delve into the best looking BBLs in Nollywood. First, Annie Idibia, Nollywood sweetheart and two babas forever love, has officially entered the BBL Hall of Fame, but with a kind of premium work that even the biggest surgery skeptics cannot argue with. In fact, her BBL is so perfect that if NEPA takes light, you can still see the curves. The whispers on the street say she got some extra blessings on her hips and backside. And honestly, her doctor deserves a national award, if not for medicine, at least for architecture. The transformation is so smooth that even a blind man holding a walking stick could trace the curves effortlessly. Now here's the real wahala. Despite having one of the best looking BBLs in Nollywood, Annie's name never comes up in these conversations. Why? Because it's so natural looking that people assume she just grew into it, like Nigerian parents claim after eating one extra plate of food. But let's not lie. If we pull out old throwback pictures, the evidence will be clearer than 4K HD on a DSTV Explorer. Whether she admits it or not, whoever sculpted that body must have been listening to Two Baba's African Queen on repeat while working. The backside is sitting like first-class flight seats, comfortably, effortlessly, and too good to be ignored. Regina Daniels, Nollywood actress, film producer, and unofficial chairlady of the Billionaire Wives Association, has done it again. But this time, it's not about luxury vacations or designer bags. It's about the premium backyard upgrade that has fans zooming in and squinting harder than a Lagos driver. One thing is for sure, this transformation is looking too perfect. Some say she just gained weight, but let's be honest, when someone flies to Brazil, they don't just return with extra luggage. They return with a bigger backyard and confidence on steroids. And with a husband like Ned Woko, best believe she has access to the top tier surgeons. No trial and error, no buy one get one free promo, just premium craftsmanship. Since welcoming her second baby, this glow up is raising eyebrows faster than a Lagos landlord increasing rent overnight. But whether it's squats, surgery, or soft life, one thing is loud and clear. Regina Daniels is looking expensively sculpted. Lizzie Gold. Lizzie just dropped the best looking BBL in Nollywood, and the streets have refused to be silent. The moment she posted that video on Instagram, wahala instantly burst like a generator that hasn't seen fuel in weeks. A new BBL certified shape had fans rubbing their eyes, refreshing their screens, and asking, wait, is this the same Lizzie we knew last week? Before you could say, Omo, Sinyasho, her comment section was already on fire. People were praising how good looking her BBL is. Even her caption, it's been a while, what have I missed? Felt like a setup. Sis, you haven't missed anything. We are the ones trying to catch up with your new body. But instead of dodging the comments like some celebs, Lizzie boldly pinged the video to her page. Because why not? If you've got the best BBL in Nollywood, let the world see it. And let's be clear, this isn't just any BBL. This is the blueprint. The size, perfect. The waist to hip ratio, flawless. And most importantly, thighs matching yash. Even her colleagues are secretly begging for her doctor's contact because this is not trial and error. Among Nollywood actresses, Lizzie's transformation is sitting on the throne. If you are going to do it right. Nancy Isime. Television host and A-list actress Nancy Isime has Nollywood, Instagram, and the entire fitness community in confusion. Known for her rigorous workouts and strict discipline, Nancy has always been body goals. But now, her BBL is looking so perfect that even gym instructors are second-guessing their training methods. The most confusing part, this BBL is so premium, it's throwing people off balance. The ratio impeccable, the leg-to-hip alignment flawless. In fact, it looks so natural that some fans swear it's pure hard work. Let's be honest, is it really squats? Is it really squats and protein shakes? Or are we witnessing plastic magic? Even Blessing CEO, the queen of controversial takes, couldn't hold back, accusing Nancy of selling fitness dreams while rocking a doctor's masterpiece. But instead of engaging in online wahala, Nancy did what only a true queen could do. She posted more gym videos flexing her curves and letting the street argue among themselves. At this point, people are wondering if they too should start gymming for these miraculous results. Georgina eBay. Georgina pulled off the most low-key, perfectly executed BBL in Nollywood history. So smooth, so proportional, so natural looking that people didn't even clock it. Normally, when someone upgrades their backyard, they make sure we know. Tighter dresses, new angles, slow motion walks, and a sudden obsession with gym videos. But Georgina, hers blended into the body so effortlessly that even professional BBL analysts were left scratching their heads. Before, she had a small nyash, big chest, and thick thighs, but now everything is perfectly balanced like a well-prepared Nigerian jollof. And here's the funniest part. Her name is never mentioned when people list actresses with BBLs. Why? Because hers is so well done that fans assume it's 100% natural. Meanwhile, some other Nollywood celebs have BBLs so loud that even Google Maps can trace their surgery location. At this point, Georgina's doctor deserves a Lifetime Achievement Award. No overloaded hips, no mismatched thighs, just premium craftsmanship. Whether people acknowledge it or not, one thing is certain. She is walking around Nollywood with the best looking BBL, and nobody is ready to admit it. Chika Ike. Chika, one of the Nollywood queens who ruled our screens in the 90s, has always been a fan favorite, but these days fans can't help but notice that her curves are curving extra, almost like she discovered the secret recipe for figure eight stew. Extra nyash, extra spice, no preservatives. The truth is, Chika Ike was one of the OG pioneers of the BBL movement. But unlike some of today's actresses who trusted quack doctors with their destiny, Chika did her research, booked first-class tickets, and flew straight to the land of premium body sculpting. She invested in quality before trial and error BBL started running rampant in Lekki. The result? Flawless craftsmanship. Years after going under the knife, people have even forgotten she did BBL, simply because it looks so natural and perfectly proportioned. While some BBLs in Nollywood are shouting louder than Lagos conductors, Chika's own is whispering luxury, quiet, elegant, and still ranking as one of the best looking BBLs in the industry. Destiny Etiko. Destiny has been causing commotion everywhere, and it's not because of her acting, it's because of her legendary BBL. While she insists that her backside expansion project is 100% natural, Nigerians are not buying it. In fact, that BBL whisper is so loud, even people in the village are hearing it. Destiny has always been naturally curvy, but at some point, it's like she decided to add extra toppings to add already perfect jollof rice, and the chef did not disappoint. The result? One of the best looking BBLs Nollywood has ever had. The thigh to hip ratio 100% approved. The waist notch tighter than a Lagos landlord's rent increase. Everything blends so well that if you don't compare old pictures, you might actually believe it's pure God-when genetics. Just when fans were adjusting to this new and improved Destiny, Stanley on Top entered the chart, claiming her BBL busted on set. But rumor or not, one thing is clear. Destiny's BBL is too fine to be ignored. Chioma Woha. Chioma is proudly carrying one of the best looking BBLs in Nollywood, and whether she admits it or not, the streets have eyes. The actress, entrepreneur, and CEO of Body Enhancement Magic has been setting timelines on fire, and honestly, if curves were a currency, she'd be a billionaire by now. The moment she posted her BBL certified shape on Instagram, rumors took off faster than a downfall driver on 3rd Mainland Bridge during rush hour. Fans immediately started zooming, screenshotting, and whispering, convinced she had taken a first-class flight to the land of surgical wonders. But Chioma, she stood her ground, boldly claiming that her flawless curves were thanks to her own product line, including her mystical enlargement cream. And that's when Wahala burst. Fans dug up before and after pictures, asking how an ordinary rub and shine cream could inflate a backside overnight. But argument or no argument, one thing is crystal clear. Chioma's BBL is one of Nollywood's finest. The proportions perfect, the waist to hip ratio on point. Whether it's jeans, or premium doctor work, this BBL is top tier. Chioma Adeleke. Chioma has always been the center of attention, but after the birth of her twin babies, her brand new figure had people talk louder than a Lagos bus conductor fighting for change. Whispers started flying that she had gone for a little BBL and liposuction combo. But let's be honest, the real accolades, the proportions were proportioning. Nobody can pinpoint exactly where she had these surgeries, but one thing is certain. Her enhanced shape was on full display during her lavish wedding that had Niger buzzing for over a week. From the videos and pictures shared, it was clear as daylight that she had some surgical help in snapping back with a killer body. And honestly, her BBL is looking good. With the big thighs already in the mix, the doctor had premium materials to work with. But let's shift focus for a second to Davido. Because if there's one thing Obo loves, it's a well-sponsored BBL. His ex, Anita Brown, even claimed he encouraged and funded her BBL like a government scholarship. And let's not forget Sophia Momodu, the same woman he rejected in 2015, but after her BBL upgrade, Oga started dating her on the low. If there's one thing we've learned, it's that Davido is a certified BBL sponsor, and the streets have receipts. Tiwa Savage, Nigerian Afrobeat queen turned Nollywood star Tiwa Savage, has been shutting down timelines with her new look. And let's be honest, this BBL is the best in the game, hands down. Since she stepped out looking like a walking hourglass, Wahala has refused to finish. Tiwa, always one step ahead, finally admitted to trying something called M's Cult Neo, a 30-minute fat zapping treatment that supposedly requires no surgery. But while she was busy telling us about her non-invasive beauty secret, sharp-eyed fans were already pulling out receipts, noticing that her nose had mysteriously slimmed down overnight. At this point, it's either contour or a touch of surgical magic. And let's not ignore the main event, her sudden hip expansion and backside upgrade that could cause traffic on 3rd Mainland Bridge. No explanations, no captions, just plenty of "how did that happen" vibes. Whether she addresses it or not, one fact remains unshakable. Tiwa's BBL is officially one of the best looking in Africa. Even her haters have no choice but to respect the craftsmanship. Fina, the Big Brother Niger Season 7 winner, has officially entered the BBL Hall of Fame, and Instagram has not rested since. When she first dropped that photo, it wasn't just the size of her new backyard that sets the internet ablaze. It was a debate over whether she actually did BBL or not. The work was so neat, so well proportioned, that fans were left good-looking premium. But here's the plot twist. Fina finally admitted to going under the knife. Yes, the same Fina who once dragged people for doing surgery has now joined the club. She claimed she only did it to remove belly fat, but somehow she walked out of that clinic with extra deliveries. Since then, she has been flaunting her new shape like a non-stop fashion parade. And honestly, the streets have no choice but to respect it. Even her haters agree. Fina's BBL is among the best looking in the game. Moral of the story, never say never. Nengi Hamster.
Toyota Hilux owners.
Na o video no e twa no ho ne ye bonyom na ebi nso umia ne se ne sika e fie frim eye fe obi a wabobra no betima ba abagibi obi nso a ye birthday party o ye funeral what you say funeral bi a eye very tantalizing obi a wabobra papa moja ne kwan amana ko ya anom na nanom nche no frem ami wo de meme se frem prophet ya frem minim ntina me se frem Manuato.
But as do it to me after I affordable my title so cry it was 0243 43424.
Someone please tell me if you pay the price.
Hey! Come on, to me, who the
Thank you.